Hey everybody, welcome to Fixing Things. On this episode, we got a lot of work to do. We got to get the shop opened up a little bit because we got to get something in here. And what we got to get in here is my project truck. Well, it's not a project truck, it's a parts truck for the me-haul truck. And me and my son purchased it for $500. It doesn't have a title, and I already had a lot of people talk to me about it. Oh, you ought to get that thing running. That thing looks pretty good. That thing needs a lot of work. And my heart is not in restoring this truck. My heart is in restoring the me-haul truck. So let me take you over to it. I've flashed it a few times in some of the videos. But right over there is the parts truck. Here, let me introduce you to the brown log. So here's the brown log. It's got a really good front bumper. The grill insert's perfect. It's got a lot of stuff. It's a 79. The hood is actually in better shape than the one that was on the me-haul truck. Has a lot of surface rust on it, but nothing has gone through. All the doors open and close good. And what I want off it is this bed. So let's open it up. I even got a nice tailgate for it. Penny, you're going to get shocked. Don't you hear your collar? Get back across that road. Hey. Get back across that road. Get back. Get over there. Your collar's going to shock you. So there's a little bit of corrosion where the seam sealer's gone out of the rain gutter. There's a little bit of rust right down in here under this mat. The other side is solid. Back in here in the seat, there's a hole back in here that can be patched, and a couple of rust holes in it, but it's not that bad. But all in all, the seat is not bad. The dash is in good shape. It hasn't been messed with too much. It's got 126,000 miles on it. And if you notice the wear on the pedals, it's not that bad. This truck has just been sitting for a long time. Has a factory tow package on it, and it comes with a key. And a key fits all the doors. Not too bad. And like I said, the door's shut good. So that's why everyone's saying, hey, that truck's not that bad. That truck's not that bad. You ought to restore it, Pastor Bill. It's the title thing. And I needed a bed for the me-haul truck. The me-haul truck needs a bed. So we got some looseness here because this right here is ate up. But I can weld a new piece of metal in there, pull this tight across, weld that up, and the bed will be stiff. There's a little bit of rust over on the front corner, and there's some holes in the floorboard, but I'm going to put the wooden planks on it. I know the frame on this truck is good. It's got a lot of good parts on it. It's got a flat tire. So first thing is first is I got a spare tire back here on the ground. We put it there to when it rolled off the trailer, and replace it here so the truck will roll freely, and then get it over there to the garage so we can back it in. Let's hop with it. That was nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking. All right, brown log is in here. I got 2 tailgates in the back. I'm gonna have to do some structural repair. This side is shot, not too bad. The other side is shot. So this whole back side needs to have a piece of metal welded in it all the way across and attach it to keep it rigid. The thing is, I gotta make sure that this is correct before I weld it. I'm thinking I can just go ahead and take this thing off. I need to get this off, get the 2 tailgates out of it. I should have took it out before I dropped it in here. Oh yeah. Fixing things with Pastor Bill. All right, this thing is just filled with little pea ants. I just filled. I lifted up that tailgate and they were all over my arms, everything. Too bad it was in fast motion. I sprayed a bunch of bug killer down in there. Guess I gotta get up in there. All right, it's off the truck. Now you gotta get that truck back over in the field. Start working on this thing. That's gonna be tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of work. Then those bolts I cut off, didn't want to go through all the way. Had to cut them from underneath, but I got it off. I think it's time to go. I think you got supper ready. Hope they ain't eating without me. Got a lot of body work to do. Make it happen. It's just metal. All right, I'll see you tomorrow in the AM. I'm gonna get this thing set up on its, clean up underneath here a little bit, so it ain't hanging in the air so it'll fall. All right, it's the next day. Go down my steps I just made. Look at that. Rebuilt that deck. You can go back to my other channels and see how I did it. But it's the next day and I got a lot of work to do. So today I want to try to get that bed ready to drop on the me-haul truck. And then the next video on the me-haul truck will be getting that old bed ready to receive the new bed. Not doing the body work on it yet, just I'll do the body work on it after we get it on the bed. We may take care of some. Actually, underneath the bed, it looks pretty good. It's where everything was sitting inside that bed. We're gonna gut all that out. So first things first, the brown log has to be moved back over to the field until we take something else off it. And she's stretched right tight, but I don't trust the way I got it snatched. It was okay for pulling it straight, but not when I make this turn. I want to slip off and roll back into my garage, my shed. So it was kind of late. It was dark by the time I got out of here. Cleaned up a little bit. Let's see what the there's the bed. Turn my lights on. There you can see we're gonna have to do some welding and patching, and I may want to extend this bed out another 4 feet maybe. Extend the bed out another 4 feet. So that means requiring to get some other fenders and put on it. Plus we're gonna be putting dually fenders on this. So let's get with it and start to move, get the brown log across the field. All right, so I got some of the weight on the lift. The front is sitting on a sawhorse, plastic sawhorse, so I wouldn't knock it over. And the side, I got a 2x4 running across with some of the weight sitting on this one here, which helps lift this side of the bed up. So what I need to do is take a measurement here and there and then pull this to where it's right, and we're going to cut this piece of metal out, put a new piece of metal in it where it needs to be, and brace it accordingly. So, and I ain't lying, it is hot. I definitely got to get my AC. So the way that the bed gets a structure is from this one curved piece. But right here, and this piece along the edge, that's what holds this piece together. But since it's rusted in two right here and drill weak right there, this piece wants to wishy-washy wobble around. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this piece, but we got to get it right first before we put the new piece of metal in. So we're Alright, I went ahead and moved the motorcycle, put it to the front of the garage and all the flammable stuff there so we can make some sparks freely. Move my lay it down device, put my safety goggles on, and I guess we'll start cutting. You've seen me use these gloves for years. I can't tell you, I keep going back to these gloves. I wear the other gloves out and come back to these old gloves. I'm gonna have to invest in some of these things. I don't even know who makes them. I bought them when I worked for CFS Services. Not a paid advertisement of any type. Alright, so I'm gonna make a cut here and here. I guess I need a square. So we want to go past the original support. I think if we cut 6 foot, that'll be good. Yeah. All right, that's going to be it for this episode of Fixing Things. The back end of this truck is fixed. This thing is solid now. It ain't going nowhere. In fact, there's more steel in there than the factory did. I got to touch up on some of these wells, but I got to come back and do all that anyways. On the next episode, we're gonna fix that hole up in there. That's gonna be a booger. I thought this one here was the worst one, but after I cleaned out all the trash and everything that was in the bed, that one up there is definitely worse. That looks good, man. Yeah. The me-haul truck bed. So some of y'all are probably thinking, man, look at that nasty old rusty bed. It's gonna be a wood floor in here. So once I get all this secure here, get that secure, that way the bed's not gonna shift anymore. We're gonna cut that along the bed seam right there and put more of these 2.5 by 2.5 things across there. I got to make sure they don't interfere with the ones already on the me-haul truck, because I'm going to try to set it in there. We're going to use the wheel tubs on the me-haul truck, and we're going to put some dually fenders over top of that. Scribe those metal ones to fit, cut them off. Maybe I'll use my plasma cutter I haven't used in years. I'm hot. I got to get me a drink of water. I still got to cut the grass. Got to make my wife happy. It's good to make your wife. Look at them. Man, I am sweaty. God bless each and every one of you. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Whew. Man, it's hot. God bless you.